Hello, hi. Okay, so I've heard a lot of this low vibration stuff. I have no idea what that means. I'm guessing it means something to do with my swearing because it was Penny Bunny. No, sorry, not Penny Bunny, that's the Brummy. Rhymes. She'd made, no, I know that one, the Cindy Bin basically left a massive comment about how the swearing was like unladylike and this and that. How am I going to attract a nice man and blah 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 and think of my future and all this kind of stuff. And okay, first, I'm Scottish. Secondly, I am trying to not swear, but it is very hard. And also I was very riled up. So yeah. But then my pal Dr. Peppy Love kind of commented underneath saying, aye, that was the low vibration things, which I have no idea what that is. Seen them on Revenge of the Sis talking about it, saying, I don't know, they were saying like it means something about, I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying, see if I speak slower then it doesn't just come out, because swearing for me is like a second kind of thing. The thing about me attracting somebody, yes, is it, if you'd watched the stream, I know you were probably put off by the swearing. What's your, sorry, I keep forgetting her name. Lady with the dolls. Sorry, I'm forgetting her name. Cindy Bin. If you could actually watch the stream, I'd said that I actually have a boyfriend. That's where I am right now. Well, he's like, yes, he's my partner. So, he is very nice. And apparently, when he was watching the stream yesterday, somebody in the comments kept saying that that I'm going, at least my children are going to be white, blah blah blah. I literally said on the stream that he'd done a DNA test. He's like 100% white. Like he is white. Like, I don't get why that even matters anyway. Well, I do, but I mean like the fact that you were basically trying to. My point is, you were trying to say I was going out with Ralph, and I was like, what? Ralph would be watching this going like, what? Aye, but Ralph, they were all trying to say, because I'd said like I knew you, and I was trying to say like I was ranting on about, I was raging obviously. Again, my own fault. Another point I need to make, I fell into this spider's web. I blame myself, I'm a woman, that's what we do. We jump too quick. I should have known, against my better judgment. No, I've known this angry angel ants for about a year now, and he lives on the other side of the world. He's managed to piss off Irish Rose, Irish Patriot, slagging them about Ireland and calling them shills and all this kind of stuff, and saying that they sold it, or Irish Rose sold it because she went on Mark Clett's stream, and then calling Mark Clett all sorts. And this is how I felt with him. This was months ago, and I was raging. I told him to go fuck off. Sorry, see what I mean? I told him to go fluck off, or whatever you want me to say, right? And I tell him no, just, and me and somebody else left, and we didn't want to speak to him because the way he was like, oh mate, I'm the only one. Like, he literally says he's a Catholic, but then he calls himself Christ. It's like, do you know that that's blasphemy? Like, pagan, non-pagan, whatever you call yourself, if you're agnostic, not agnostic, you should know, right, that somebody who calls himself a Catholic, who goes to mass, who is a literal page boy, but he'd be called a page man because he's in his like nearly 30 basically, and he lives at home. Again, nothing wrong with that. I didn't get a chance to live at home, so we can get a wee small violin for that. But no, I'm settled and everything's going well, because just need to make your own family, don't you? But the thing is, like, he slags everybody. He's the least Christian person you would ever meet. And I'm not talking about cuckery Christian, I'm talking about the fact that he's like, he declares himself as this man of God, but then says things like that are very sexually disgusting to young boys. And I have proof of this again. They're always teenagers. Adrian, again, I am sorry, because this is what I mean by I was stupid. Last year, right, I would stream with him, and he would always take wee digs at me all the time. He just always has to be like the man, and so many people like would get annoyed by him and be like, look, why are you always doing this, why are you doing that? Basically wants like some little runt to run about and just suck up his, you know, like, and just be all like, oh, I worship you, I worship you. Like, why would I worship him? Seriously, don't worship anybody apart from God, like, or whatever you. Again, I'm not forcing my beliefs on anybody, and it just pissed me off. Sorry, I'm like, do you know what? I can't help it. I'm sorry, pissed me off. I don't think that's a swear thing. Anyway, then get contacted out of the blue, strangely enough, and it was all apologies and how sorry and blah 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 blah. And I even wrote, like, because I should have known better, like, but again, and I'm not playing the woman card, but I am a woman, so we've got that. I am also a bit, you know, highly wound up. So he contacts me about how he wants to do a stream exposing shells and doing this and doing that. I don't like the guy, because I was like, well, I can mind all the stuff he was saying and blah blah blah, but some of the stuff he'd got was right. And I mean, he was really against Unwashed. He was like, oh, I don't like this guy. And this was months ago. The second he seen him contact me, like, what you doing on his stream? He's a shell, he's a shell, he's a shell. Going mental at me. And I was like, and then it wasn't until he started slagging off Mark Clet and everything, I was like, oh. And like, especially Irish Rose, I was like, what? Irish Rose said to him, like, what have you done for Ireland? I was like, I'm kind of backing her, like, backing her here. Like, what have you done for Ireland? So then, like I said, against my better judgment, my fault, I said, and I had Spacey Tracy, amazing lass, she's brilliant. She even gave me a phone call. She's like, what is going on? Do you know what I mean? Because I mean, like I said, I streamed with Ants for the first time in months on his channel though, because I'd had so many people tell me, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Streamed on his channel. Managed to upset probably maybe everybody that listened. He got me to say, like, he was like questioning me about Adrian Logan, and Adrian Logan's a lovely wee guy, like, honestly, so nice. And then he basically was like saying, oh yeah, like, he knows what he's doing. He basically said, like, oh, I heard that Adrian Logan, I asked him a question, and Adrian Logan, like, he waits till you're on stream, and he says, I heard Adrian Logan's going out with you. He said that's who your boyfriend is. And I was like, whoa, wait, they knew. I was like, yeah, he's 16. I was like, predator alert, pedo alert, pedo alert. I was like, no. And I kind of made a joke about, like, maybe if you should wait till you got to puberty. I was joking. I feel so bad. Then the next minute I just seen, like, and I was just kind of joking around, like, and like having a laugh, whereas he wasn't. He knew everything he was saying. Then he was like getting me but he was like doing leading questions, if you know what I mean, with certain people. And like, oh, I noticed this now when I watch it back. He doesn't mention Mark Clinton. He doesn't mention Unwashed. He's talking about them the whole time, but he just calls him either the bus driver or the fig. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't say the name. You know who I'm talking about. And he literally mentions them all, and then he slags off Dusty, Bogan. He slags them all off. Whereas, like, I was kind of having a laugh, and I was like, straight away I was like, oh no, I knew he was going to do something like this after the stream. Then, okay, so I left that. I was like, nobody really watches his channel anyway. Everybody hates him. Then, like, 2 days later, I turned my laptop on. Well, no, sorry, I didn't. My partner says to me, like, he just looked at me and I seen his face, and he was like, he says, listen, I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, there's something you should see. I could see in his face it was something. I was like, what is it? And he was like trying to hide the phone from me, and I was like, fucking show me. And then he was like, nah, but he's massive. So I was like trying to grab, I don't mean fat, he's not a fat bim bim, but he's bigger than me. He's tall, he's like in 6 foot. So I was trying to grab the phone after him, and he was like, no. And I've seen it, and as you can imagine, I've went spelled out, man. I was like, what the fucking, because it was like literally him sitting with Unwashed after he's called him in my Discord for months, like, abused him. I had to chuck him out of my Discord because he was abusing Irish Rose and everybody, and like, then Irish Patriot, and everybody's a shell, and then MI5's gonna kill him because MI5's coming, like, to kill him. And like, he told me, like, that, oh, you're not scared living your cell because MI5 will just come and kill you. Because like, I'm an ex-addict, he said to me, I mean, they could make it look like an overdose, do you know what I mean, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't take drugs now, so no, they couldn't. And also, like like I'm kind of living with my partner. What are you talking about? Like, just he's a complete cuckoo. Anyway, and the only reason he loves Betwixt is because Betwixt and me made a video about him when he got chucked off YouTube. May I add, the reason he got chucked off YouTube is because his channel was doing so bad, and all he would do is moan, that he literally came out with a Uden nose and put a yarmulke on and started dancing around and just basically started saying the N-word over and over again to get banned. And now he's back on. And then he said, "Oh yeah, that bitch." Like, his comeback every time is, "You're a Zionist shill." I'm like, yes, that's what it is. That is why I'm still on YouTube, because I'm a Zionist shill. Like, what? Like, that makes no sense. I am like anti-Zionist. That's your only comeback. I have a million comebacks for you, but anytime I say them, you basically cry. Like, you're like, "Oh, how can you slag me off like that? Like, oh, I'll go and sit in my mum and dad's car and like basically like plan about how evil you are." And it was like this toxic relationship with someone against the other side of the world. Not a relationship, but you know what I mean, friend kind of relationship. So I cut all ties. Then, like I said, the apology came a few days ago. "Oh, I'm so sorry," and blah blah blah, and got me on stream, made a tip. Then, like I said, my boyfriend managed to calm me down though. See, after, because I wanted to stream right there and then and be like, like, but he was like, "Look, you'll look like a tit. Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it." He said, "Just wait for so what?" He said, "Stream with Mark." Do you know what I mean? Just stream with him. He said, "This is what they're doing. They're doing it to try and get a rise at you." He said, "Because why would Nick want to, as an unwashed, want to stream with a nobody who literally hates him, hates everybody, called Irish Rose, called everyone in his movement, called Woes a fat C word, like rhymes with lunt, called, when he was in the chat, called the golden one a shell, called everybody's a shell to him, everybody's." But I don't just mean they're either Zionist shells, or they're MI5 shells, or they're Mossad shells, or they're like, he's like literally a shell for, I don't know, trying to seduce young men. But anyway, and I've got, this is with no proof, by the way. There's not just Adrian Logan. There's I don't know if you'll want me to name him, but there's two other young guys from my Discord who've I've seen. He talks about, let's just say, you know, that thing that guys do, like, to, he talks about that with teenage boys, like how many times do they do it, like just really creepy stuff. And I was like, and again, not with no proof, can show you the screenshots, just ask these people, ask them. And it, like what it said to Irish Rose and stuff, and Irish Patriot had to chuck him out of his channel. Anyway, like I said, I blame myself, because then afterwards, I never messaged him because I'm not talking to him. He's been messaging me non-stop, and he said that, because like, I won't talk to him. I just messaged him saying, you dare to fly my past in my face? I said, that is my past. I said, difference is, you literally just sold your soul for a few subs. I said, you're a whore. I said, you try and like purity smile on me. I said, you are a fucking, sorry, I can't help it. You're a pro. You literally are, like, you sold your whole like moral beliefs or whatever you used to say you had for some subs. Like, what is that about? Like, seriously, that is sad. And I just think, so anyway, somebody that I know, a mutual kind of friend, messaged him, because I won't talk to him, and he basically said to him, so the whole time, like, Lacy was, you know, in with, like, well, not in with, but you know what I mean, like, talking to Unwashed and all this, you were like continuously messaging him, saying things like, "Oh, look, oh, she's such a shell, I can't believe she's with Unwashed," and rah, 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 rah. But then you go on and he says, "Yeah, mate, I just went on it because, like, I totally done it to prove, like, what a dick he is." It's like, nah, you literally were, like, the whole time you just sat there and, you know, done all that to him so that you could get your sub count higher. Notice how I was banned from Unwashed chat for trying to warn you, Nick. I tried to warn you. I don't know why. I just tried to warn you 3 times. Lacy-Marie, then Lacy-Marie back up, things like that. And then my Glasgow 1888 for life one, that one. So I like tried to warn you and you banned me. You also banned Spacey Tracy asked you. You also banned my boyfriend. You also banned my boyfriend's backup account. You also banned several other people. Anytime they mentioned my name, you banned them, and they were trying to fucking warn you. Now, you sent me an email on Twitter, a DM, saying like, because you keep saying, oh, well, am I still a spy? Nobody has said for ages you're a spy. I did not say that. Stop strawmanning me, strawwomaning me. Like, all I said was you're being a cuck to Lucy Brown. Everyone can see it on Twitter. I did not fucking call you it. Sorry. Do you know what? It's like 2 people get annoyed by me swearing. I can't help it. I'm trying. Anyway, you are strawmanning me. I said, you're being a cuck to Lucy Brown. I said, I'm trying to warn you. I said, Ant does not like you. He has, now since then, even since then, he is quite literally, I have got screenshot photos of him sending messages afterwards, basically saying like, you know, that he used you to get subs, that he still thinks you're a complete shell, that he hates you, that he said, and he just went on there to annoy me and to annoy Irish Patriot and everybody, and he was like, and he said, oh, I can show you all the messages, I can show you them, and I messaged you back, Nick, unwashed Nick, balls in your court, as I said. You know, like, do you know what I mean? I don't know why I'm trying to warn you, trying to help you. But as I said in the tweet, I don't think you're a spy, I think you're a POS. And I think you're a grifter, and I think you're just... But, I mean, if you want to cuck to Lucy Brown and you want to literally say that you stand for this and I'm the one out here doing things, really? Really? What are you out doing, mate? What are you out doing? What are you out doing? I'd love to hear this. Please, go on. My ears are open. What do you do? What do you actually do apart from make videos behind your TV screen? Boomer moment. Hashtag boomer department. Nick Fuentes. Anyway, nah, seriously, but what do you do? Like, as I said on the last stream, released with Tommy's movement, complete shells. Yes, I know. Done street things. They could go out in the street. That was the only kind of good thing. You're on the street, you shatter yourself. You literally had your bum was clenching like a wee meerkat's face, like, you didn't know what to do. I mean, a man called you a literal fig to your face. You just stood there like didn't know what to do. I had to defend you. I'm like, I'm 5 foot, why? Halloween, no mind, no. And also I blamed Chris, who used to be Chris TR Talk. Oh, hey, Tommy, and then changed his name from Chris TR Talks to Chris Patriot Talk. Now it's Hail Mark Collette. That one, you also, like, the whole thing with that, like, I blamed him for doxing me the second time. It's quite funny that, because I came down to see you unwashed, came down to see you, and then obviously the BNP guys, great guys, and other people, also to hunt the Tommy crew, because they'd threatened my mother in the past. That's why I used to face dox myself. And what do I find? What do I find? I find you not there. You didn't appear. You can ask Venus Rising and all the other people that were there. White Dove, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they didn't he not appear till much later? Plus he shouted himself when he saw some Tommy people. I mean, he was crapping it. And then, can you not mind in your old words, your old own words, Nick? You said to me on stream, just please people watch it back on my channel, he said, I, Lacy, was wasting my time by chasing Tommy all over the country because I wanted a confrontation after what he'd done. So I was wasting my time, and what I needed to focus on was owning lefties like Sargon of Akkad or Savoy of Akkad and Count Chocula. Now, I can see that is much more of a productive thing to do. Instead of actually going after people that you know could maybe batter you, go after these complete nobodies that everybody knows are freaks anyway. Like, that makes much more sense. Also, again, I'll ask you once more, mate. Why, like, I'm not saying you're a spy now, I'm not saying this, I'm not saying that, but why did you have to lie about going to that free speech event and saying that you got chucked out your free speech event? Lies, mate, lies. Spoke to Marky boy, as in Count Wankula. You weren't there. He's offering money now. Money, cash, no, money, whatever you want to call it. Shekels, cash shekels, for anyone, including you, that can provide proof that you were there on that date and that you got flung out for asking that question, because you did not. Not. That's why you didn't want me there, because you would not do it. You couldn't even face the Tommy people. You cannot do shit, mate. Why lie? Why? Like, I'm right now, I'm up early and all that because I'm not feeling that well. I've got stuff. My boyfriend's sleeping. I've had to take the dogs out. It's like a big thing. But anyway. So I just was trying to explain now I'm in a calmer mood, and with less swearing for the two people that did not like my swearing. I don't know what low vibration means, but I'm guessing that's a bad thing, and I don't want none of that. So yeah, I'll go back to try and get onto a higher vibe, you know. Come on. But yeah, also, so what, Mark? Another Mark? There's so many Marks, I know. Hopefully be streaming again soon. Yeah, great guest. I had so many more questions to ask him, so I'm trying to get a stream with him today. Brilliant guy. I just wanted just to know what's happening. Irish Rose, I hope you're well. Irish Patriot, if you ever see this, like, I don't know if you watch my streams. I know Irish Rose does. Love Irish Rose. But like I said, there's proof, like, I defended you, do you know what I mean? I really didn't. He didn't say anything like that on stream with me, like, about you, because he knows I would go right through him. Anyway, Nick, as I know you watch all these, answer your Twitter, mate. Because I've sent you, when you sent me the Twitter, so I'm still a spy, even though I'd, like, literally posted, nah, I think you're a POS that cucks Lucy Brown, blah, blah, blah. You didn't reply to that, but then you sent me a DM saying the exact same thing. So then I replied to you saying, why did you ban me 3 times? Ban my pals, ban my boyfriend, ban everybody that mentioned my name when I was trying to warn you. Like, again, I blame myself for being a female. And if it wasn't for my boyfriend, I would have made more of a tip myself. But I didn't. So thank you to my boyfriend, and thank you to Spacey Tracy, who, I don't want to say her real name, who phoned me, my battery died, lovely, beautiful Scottish lassie, and just thank you to everyone who's, I'm 1 sub away from 900, and I just want to give a massive shout out to Fat Cake Boy, who literally shills smaller channels, doesn't ask for anything in return. He got my D Live up to like over 100, well over 100 now. For just he literally sees smaller channels and he just goes out his way just saying, here look, this person needs, it's like 9 away from 100, or this person needs this, and he does it with like so many people, and he doesn't ask for anything. So he's a great guy. And he's Fat Cake Boy. It's just a big special thank you. 1 away from 600, mate. No, 900. 1 away from 900. A 900 one, I'm going to do a special thing. And I'm going to post this video up, and then I'm going to try and get a hold of Mark for So What to do a stream later, and then I'm going to do a D live stream. But I'll see if you follow me on Twitter. I'll tell you the time, and I'll also write it on Facebook. But speak to you all soon. I'll upload this, get ready for my live stream, and speak to you soon. Bye bye, and take care. And also, it is okay to be white. Don't listen to the Switzerland. We were Vikings, man. Bye.